What's up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He is the UFC's number 3 ranked bantamweight contender, fighting Deiveson Figueiredo in the main event of UFC Macau on Saturday. Looking to become UFC champion once again, Petr Yan. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this. I know you noticed the katanas earlier today. Are you a big Japanese guy, samurai guy? Do you like that sort of stuff?
Yes, it's best. I like to katana, samurai style. It's good.
Okay. Have you been to Japan?
No, was there.
Oh, okay. We got to make this happen. I'm going for
Sometimes
the
I
first
will.
time this year, so this next year. So I'm very excited. Okay, let's start here while I try and wake up with my cup of coffee. Very simple. You and Deiveson Figueiredo, where do you think that you have the biggest advantage in this fight? And where do you think that Deiveson will challenge you the most?
М, Я думаю, что мое преимущество, опять же, в моей универсальности. Я вижу, что я смогу на всех этажах с ним драться, конкурировать и доставить ему больших проблем.
I believe my advantage is in my versatility. I think I can fight him at all levels and I can compete with him everywhere fight could go and I could cause him problem everywhere too.
The bantamweight division is interesting right now because you would think that Umar Nurmagomedov is getting the next title shot, but then it seemed like he was being booked to fight Song Yadong. Merab wants to fight Deiveson Figueiredo. It's a little confusing right now. As far as you understand, what is at stake in this fight? If you beat Deiveson Figueiredo, what is next for Petr Yan?
Но если Умар говорил, что Фигуередо должен драться за пояс, то
Merab.
м, Мераб говорил, что Фигуередо должен драться за пояс, то в случае моей победы что будет говорить Мераб?
So if Merab said himself that Figueredo should fight for the belt, and if I beat Figueredo, we're gonna need to find out what Merab's gonna say after that.
Petr Yan, I think, is one of the hardest hitters at bantamweight. In your opinion, who do you think are the 5 hardest punchers in MMA history?
Тут нельзя смотреть с точки зрения силы. Это такой многофункциональный вид спорта, где нельзя сравнивать только по твоей силе удара. Тут нужно в комплексе быть сильным.
It's a pretty tough question, and you can only rate like as a power of the athlete. You have to look at it in a multifunctional way. You can think about the technique, the timing, all this stuff. So you have to look at it in a complex way. So you have to be powerful in all those things. That's why it's tough to choose.
You're coming off of that knee injury against Song Yadong. Very impressive considering how decisively you won that fight. When exactly did the injury occur, and how did it change or modify your game plan in the fight against Song Yadong?
Ну, уже много сказано об этом, уже сейчас не хочется об этом говорить. Просто я показал, что я могу побеждать. Я неоднократно это показывал, что просто я лучше, чем Сон Ядонг.
Actually, a lot been said about my injury already, so I don't want to get too much into it. I just showed, that I could win no matter what. Not only is this fight, in other fights too. I showed it many times. So I just showed that I'm better than Song.
Did your son really say "what the fuck" when you were on that losing streak? Because I saw you talk to that other reporter about it.
Реально ли твой сын сказал тебе what the fuck после тех решений?
Но он очень недоволен был, конечно.
I could say that he was really unhappy about those decisions.
I'm so happy that this isn't the way it went, but I was curious. First, let's start here. What did that win over Song Yadong do for you? Obviously, no one wants to be on a losing streak. What did it do for you mentally, emotionally, to get back to a win? And now here we are, very close to another title shot.
Я просто в очередной раз не сдался там, где, возможно, многие сдались бы. И в этом и заключается моя психология. Вот. Я считаю, что все возможно у меня, и все победы, кто есть выше меня, я вижу, что этих всех ребят я могу побить.
You know, once again, I showed that I didn't give up where a lot of people would do it. And that's my mentality. That's where my mind at. And looking at our division, I believe I could beat all of these guys. And that's how I think. That's where my mind at.
What do you think would have happened if you had lost to Song Yadong? Like, I know you just signed a UFC contract. Do you think that would have still materialized? What do you think it would have done for your headspace? Obviously, I'm happy that that isn't the way things went, but I'm curious where you think you would have been had things gone the other way.
Но положение было бы не лучшее, конечно. Положение было бы не очень, но все, что мы можем, это либо отказаться, сдаться, либо двигаться вперед. Вот. Пока что я двигаюсь. Неважно, с какой скоростью ты двигаешься, главное не останавливаться, главное не останавливаться.
You know, what can I say is my position wouldn't be as good as right now, of course. It wouldn't be ideal, but I couldn't give up. I could only move forward, and right now I'm keep on moving forward and moving up. And it doesn't matter in what speed you're moving, you know, you don't have to stop.
Просто верьте в себя, делайте, что другие говорят невозможным. Всегда на пути будут встречаться люди, которые вас будут отговаривать и которые будут сомневаться. Но если вы в это не поверите, никто в это не поверит.
You know, you just have to believe in yourself, and even when other people say it's impossible, so you always gonna have people on your way who will doubt you. But if you're not gonna believe you're able to achieve it, no one will be able to believe it.
Last thing, Piotr, and I'll let you go here. I guess on the note of not giving up, I read that when you first went to your older brother and you wanted to start boxing, he said no, and you had to sort of sneak around to get your first boxing training. And can you tell me a little bit about how exactly a young Piotr was sort of being sneaky and getting those boxing lessons in before his brother let him do it?
Но всегда есть такой момент, когда у тебя есть старший брат, разница у нас там 4 года разница, и ему не хочется с тобой возиться, за тебя нести ответственность. Он всегда старается тебя к своей компании сбагрить. Вот. Так же и у меня было. Но мне нравилась вся эта история, мне нравился спорт, и, возможно, благодаря тому, что я видел, делает брат, я пошел по этому пути и где-то превзошел его.
You know, you always when you have an older brother, especially when we like have a 4-year difference, you know, older brother doesn't really want to take care of you, you know, take responsibility, and that's why, you know, he always want to keep you away in your company from away from his company. And I had it same way, you know, but I really like the sport. I really like the combat aspect of it. And maybe because I was had example of my brother in front of me doing these things, that's why I choose this path, and maybe that's why I also overcome him and became better than him on this path.
Но сейчас он очень рад за мои успехи и наслаждается ими как своими.
But right now he's very happy for all my successes, and he really enjoys it like it his own.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Piotr, I want to let you go. So very quickly for me, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Subscribe, tap the bell, thumbs up. Give us your official prediction. Petr Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo, the main event of UFC Fight Night in Macau on Saturday. Piotr, if you would like to tell your fans anything, the floor is yours, my friend.
I wanna say to everybody who support me, who like my style, like my mentally. Thank you so much, everybody. in Saturday I will show best fight for my team.